Here's the main art desk that I built. And I love it. It's really big, lots of space. Since I tend to be kind of a messy worker, I need lots of space. And I've set it all up to work on the cabin a little bit more. So that's just the cabin that I'm working on. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the cabin in a little moment. But right now, I gotta take this little girl and put her in with Amara and Midas, who are right there. They're always very happy to see her. And he's a little bit like his dad, Brampton. He always has to come up and check me out first. And sometimes I do get he never nips my hands, but he will nip my face. So I have to be careful of that. But it's just him saying, I'm the alpha male around here. Don't you forget that. Because he absolutely adores his family. And he's a wonderful little guy. And his girls love him to bits. He's starting to get a little chunky in old age. Namara's doing great. She had tumor removal surgery about, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now. Yeah, maybe 4 weeks, I've lost track. And it hasn't come back, and it healed up super. And she had no trauma or stress. It was just like the best thing I could have done for her. So she's going to have her for quite a bit longer, which is wonderful. So this is my friendliest troupe. Like, these guys are unreal. This is Faye. She's Midas's mom, and she is super, super friendly. So Midas's parents are Brampton and Faye, and they're both really friendly little mousies. And then we ended up with this wonderful little guy. So they're hoping for treats, and I think that's what I will go do. Let's go get treats for you guys. Yeah, this is their cage. So I'll just go get them some treats. So I probably should tell you a little bit about the storage down here. So these are wonderful. I got them from, I think, Canadian Tire or Walmart. I can't quite remember. And you can easily pull them in and out. They fit perfectly underneath this table. And this table I've got from Canadian Tire. And put it together. It was much easier than building my own. And it works perfectly. So here I've got all the food. Oh, we actually do have more treats. I forgot. Yeah. This is their favorite treat. They just love this. You can get this in different brands, but this is the brand they like the most. But I think you can only get it in Canada. And I've got a little container. Here it is. That's where I put the treats. I'll give them one. These little containers are wonderful because you can seal the food up really well. And then they don't soften or dry out or anything like that. So it works really well. It's really good buy getting those. And so basically here I have the foods that I use for them almost every day. There's baby porridge, green mush, a seed mix, homemade seed mix, one that I just recently ordered on Amazon. And then there's 2 different kinds of block food in here. And then here's their treats. And then I've also got some oats. They like oats. And extra. This is my favorite brand of baby cereal. This is the one they like the most by far. And then of course treats. Treats that they like the most of all. They go crazy over this. And then this one I've got medicine up here. So I've got the birth control, I've got green mush, I've got this anti-aging stuff, which I have to experiment a little bit more with. And I got some polysporin in case somebody gets a wound. And I got this wonderful Maxitrol because I have some on stock. Because once they get it, it'll always come back again. So Midas occasionally needs to have this again. And then I've got dog biscuits because Brookie always insists on having dog treats when she comes in here. And then in here I've got the antibiotics. I'll just show you how I give antibiotics. So there's 2 miracle drugs that I have. One of them is, oh, I said the word cookie. Okay, we'll give you a cookie. Just hang on. How about, here's a cookie. Let's see if old dog can jump up. Go get out. Up, up. Come on. I've actually got a little set of stairs that I have for her, but for the filming I didn't want to have it. But she can still jump up there, even though she's a little bit on the old side. Let's just see. Brookie, up, up. Go get the cookie. Go get it. Brookie, up. girl. There. Now I have to get the stairs. I've actually got a set of little stairs that go up here because she's getting old. She's 10 years old. She's doing really good, but getting old. It's good cookies. Good cookies. I got 2 different kinds of cookies in here. I got regular cookies, and I have also some liver treats. So she was such a good girl. That was quite the feat. You did really well, Brookie. Yeah, even though we do need to get the stairs back. You are an old girl. So just in the space of me doing this videoing, she has slept on the bed. She has slept in her little den. And she has slept on the carpet. So, back to the medicine. My 2 miracle drugs are Maxitrol and Baytrol. And Baytrol, I figured out now how I can almost always... it wants to come out so badly. I can almost always cure respiratory illness now. And I do it by injection because that way you know for sure they're getting everything that they need. And it's the most efficient. It goes straight into their bloodstream and they get it straight away. And then the vet always gives me extra, so I don't always have to go in to get it. I always have extra that I can use. And then I always use these little insulin syringes to give it to them. And it's actually surprisingly easy to give it to them. You just have to scruff them, and then you have to make sure that the needle always points a bit up, and within seconds it's done. Then I always give them a little bit of cheesy afterwards, and they get used to the routine, and then they actually know when it's time for medicine. They actually come running to you, and they ask to have the medicine. And then once in a while you'll have a mouse that's a real rodeo, and if you get one that's that bad, it becomes dangerous to give them the injection. And then you have to go to mixing it in a small bowl with baby porridge, and then you have to separate out the sick mouse from the others whilst giving them the medicine. So it's a bit more difficult. So whenever possible, I like to use the injections. And then I got, that was from the days when Midas was not neutered, and he would bite you. If you did something he didn't like, he would bite you right down to the bone. Never had a mouse as aggressive. But once I had him neutered, that ended. Thank God. So now he is the sweetest little guy ever. But I still have some elastic bands here. Elastoplasts here, just in case. But so far we don't have any serious biters. Nobody's really bad. Caleb is a feisty, very energetic little guy, but he's not into biting. His brother has bitten me once, but not very hard. Nothing like Midas. Midas was a real little killer. It was really, really bad. It's amazing that he's turned out into such a wonderful little guy. This guy wants to come out. I'll give him free run. But let's finish off with Midas and Amara. So, I was going to give him a treat. Let's go get the treat. Almost forgot. There we go. Favorite little cheesy treats. So let's see, where are they? Oh, hello. Midas, you want one? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, they love this. It's kind of neat with little Tabitha. Sometimes if you take a female mouse away from her neutered male, put her in with a unneutered male for breeding, and then you bring her back a few hours later, her neutered male will take great offense to that and will actually be quite aggressive towards her because she smells like another mouse. But Midas never does that. He's always very happy to have Tabitha back. No aggression at all, just love, love, love. He's awesome with his girls. Okay, I think what I'm going to... Hello! She wants some too. Such good stuff, hey? Hey? Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to crunch this up so everybody will get some. Oh, Tabby, you want some too? Tabby? There you go. You have to come down here to get some. I'm just going to sprinkle it all down here for everybody. Here's one. Oh, Midas. Got some in his ear. Faye, you're just covered in it. I just gave them these branches, and I find that mice absolutely love these autumn leaves. So every fall I go out and I collect them. I pick them directly from the trees so that they're nice and clean and look really good. because it doesn't take long for them to turn brown on the ground. So I get them clean, then I set up a very large tent, and then I dry them in there. But you have to turn them twice a day so that they don't turn brown. And then after about, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 days, depending on how warm it is, they're dry, and then you can pack them away in plastic bins. And I always like to collect enough that'll last the whole year with my little mousies, because they just love them. They play with them, make nests with them. And then I also, this year also, harvested a few branches and dried them. And they're wonderful. The mice have such a good time. Such a good time. Just, they can destroy them, move them around. It's the most fun for little mousie. There's a bit of risk giving it to them, but usually I'll only give it to them after we've had a cold snap. So a few days at -20 or -30, they'll be pretty safe. Most of the bugs any bugs that are there will most likely have been killed off, and I haven't ever had a problem with them. Just going to make sure they have those few days of being nicely frozen. This little one, oh, Faye's is a happy, 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 happy little girl, always happy. Midas is having a good time, hey Midas? Yeah.